How many times have you told yourself that you need to start practicing frugal living? It's an admirable goal, but sometimes it's hard to get started, especially if you've never made an effort to change your spending habits. Watch this video all the way through to discover 10 quick tips to get started with frugal living and start saving money today. Hello everyone, welcome back to Fascinating Self. Now, let's get started. Number 1, stop spending on things you don't really want. When you're first starting in frugal living, it can be very difficult to cut back on spending. People often start cutting back on random expenses they don't want or need to make a big impact. Save yourself a lot of time and money by only cutting back on the things you want or enjoy. You'll get so much more for your money. Start by giving up buying an overpriced coffee every week or something like that, and then increase your useful spending if necessary. If you think about what you spend each month on things like coffee and restaurants, it might be easier to get started and be inspired by how quickly that money adds up. And remember, it doesn't have to take a lot of time because frugality is all about small changes that lead to huge savings. That said, if you feel ready to make big changes right away, go for it. Small steps are always stepping toward your goal. Number 2, don't shop without a list. Even if you know what you want to buy at any given time, you probably also know that your tastes change quickly. This can lead you to make impulse purchases and spend money on things you don't need. If you're trying to save money, it's best to avoid impulse purchases by making a list before you go out and sticking to it. You can also try to plan your meals a week or two in advance so that when the craving strikes, your answer is always no. Grocery stores often have great deals on frozen fruits and vegetables, which are a great snack while saving money. Number 3, cut down on utilities. Utilities are one of those expenses we tend to pay for every month. But there are many things you can do before you pull out your wallet. Start by changing old light bulbs, which use less energy and give off less heat, or reduce the cost of your home's HVAC system by turning off or dimming unnecessary lighting or electronics. Also, consider purchasing a smart thermostat that allows you to program your heating and cooling units to match your daily routine rather than leaving them on all day. Even small changes here and there can make a difference to start living frugally today. If switching your utilities to a more economical provider isn't an option, and if it doesn't solve another problem, try reducing their consumption by installing motion sensor switches. These switches turn on lights when they detect motion and turn them off when they don't detect anything for several minutes, so you can save money without any effort. Simply connect them to regular battery-operated switches and hide them behind furniture so no one will see them if they are placed in plain sight. Motion sensor switches are also very useful when selling your home, as buyers always appreciate seeing such green efforts. You should never be afraid of being green because what matters most is whether it saves you money or helps save our planet from future damage. Number 4, save on energy bills. If you're hoping to save money on your monthly energy bills, you can start by turning down your thermostat in the winter and your air conditioning in the summer. Then see if you can get better deals from energy companies. While suppliers often advertise special rates at certain times of the day, it's a good idea to call them before making a change. Just because it's cheaper at lunchtime doesn't mean it's cheaper at night. Keep in mind that depending on where you live and how much energy you use, chances are you'll pay less for electricity than businesses. It may take a while to find a supplier that offers a lower rate, but it's worth looking into. And if you want to go further, consider installing solar panels or other renewable energy technologies in your home. Not only will they help you save money over time, even though they may cost more upfront, but they will also help reduce carbon emissions. Number 5, consider your financial priorities. Start by determining your financial priorities. Are you saving for retirement? Maybe for a down payment on a house. Maybe you're paying off student loans. It doesn't matter. You don't need to live like a monk now because you may be a monk in 30 years. What's important is that you know why you are frugal and what your goals are. Start by thinking about how much money you make each month, as well as your monthly expenses and debt, including student loans or mortgages. What do these numbers look like on paper? How much do they fluctuate from month to month or year to year? If you're not sure where your money is going, start tracking it immediately. There are hundreds of great apps to help you. After all, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. Once you know where your money is going each month and where it's not, decide how much of it will go towards those financial goals and then stick to that plan. And remember, just because something isn't a priority now doesn't mean it won't be later. For example, buying new clothes may not be a priority right now, but taking care of yourself is. So just be smarter about your daily spending and set aside a budget for each of your activities. Number 6, do more activities yourself. Growing up, you may have expected your parents or others to help you with your homework. As an adult, however, it's time to have new expectations. If you want something done, do it yourself. For example, let's say you need advice on how to better manage your finances, but you don't feel like shelling out $200 an hour for financial advice. Find a course on frugal living and do it yourself. Chances are, if other people have successfully completed the course, you can too. When there is a skill or body of knowledge that could be useful to you in some way but requires too much time or money at the moment to learn from scratch, do what comes naturally to you. Tinker, and you'll earn more with experience, and you might be surprised at how many skills you already have. Number 7, take advantage of discounts and coupons. If you're strapped for cash, it may be tempting to blow your budget on the latest pair of Uggs or designer jeans. But in addition to bringing you closer to financial ruin, these impulse purchases will cost you more than hard-earned dollars by wasting your money on status symbols instead of necessities. You're missing out on many opportunities to save. On a tight budget, skip Starbucks and start making your coffee at home. You'll save hundreds of dollars a year and be one step closer to a frugal lifestyle. Moreover, most grocery stores offer discounts if you use their own brands of items, especially when it comes to generic brands that are virtually identical in quality. For example, store brand diapers are usually only 25 cents cheaper per diaper than name brand diapers, but still worth stocking up on if you have kids. And while we're on the topic of groceries, don't forget to take advantage of coupons. Many companies offer them online or even as printables, so be sure to check before you shop. Number 8, don't waste food, buy in bulk. Throwing food away is like flushing money down the toilet, so don't do it. You can save a lot of money by buying in bulk and avoiding perishables that go bad before you get a chance to eat them. Even if you have limited storage space, you can take advantage of the policy at most bulk food stores that allow customers to bring in their containers and package what they want. Just keep an eye on expiration dates so you don't buy more than you can use before it goes bad. Also, try not to shop when you're hungry, as you will make impulse purchases and probably spend too much. If possible, plan your meals ahead of time and make a list of ingredients you need for each one. That way, when you go grocery shopping or to lunch at work, your only goal is to buy what's on your list. The fewer choices you have at any given time, the less likely you are to spend money on things that aren't necessary. Number 9, rent instead of buying cars or large items. As much as we'd all like to have a new car or a big screen TV, it's hard to deny that frugality is a good thing, whether it's avoiding big expenses or small pleasures. Making smart financial decisions today can help free up funds for more important things in our lives in the future, like retirement and college expenses. To start living more frugally, consider renting household items you require less often instead of buying them. For example, if you only need a vacuum cleaner every few months for a one-time cleaning, renting can be much cheaper than buying. Plus, we always need inspiration for easy money saving tips, so what do you think? What are your favorite ways to cut costs? Number 10, enjoy free entertainment. There's no reason why you should spend all your hard-earned money on entertainment. There are plenty of ways you can have fun for free or for very little money, especially if you're not picky about where you go. Whether it's hiking, biking, swimming, bowling, or playing games at home, there are countless low-cost alternatives for both entertainment and exercise. The internet is full of options for free entertainment that don't involve a monthly membership fee. And don't forget the good old-fashioned hobbies. If knitting isn't your thing, try making crafts from recycled materials instead. You'll save money and help reduce waste in the landfill. So folks, what do you think? Which of these tips do you find most useful? Tell us in the comments section. Don't forget to like and share this video if you like it. See you in the next video.